Hello guys and welcome to LPB Racing. We are a new sim racing league. This is going to be our first championship race. This is a preview of the first championship race in the Group 5 cars, and we're off at Hockenheim. Good start by everyone. It's a wet race. As we go down towards the first corner, we've got a car off in the middle. Oh, Bidzster and Callum almost contacting to the first corner. Everyone else streaming through. As we look a bit further back, Blakeney in the skyline getting a bit mobbed there, but hopefully he'll be able to catch up. Oh, he's on the grass. That's not the way, that's not the track, Blakeney, but he'll get there in the end. As we look at everyone else coming down towards the first chicane, RZR just powering round in that Porsche. The 800 horsepower of that Porsche is going right round the outside of TY, but he can't stop the car as he goes over the chicane, and a few others going wide as well. Let's have a little look further back when the camera catches up with us. There we go, there's Neil resuming there. So everyone through more or less neatly is the first one, but remember this is a lot of people's first time out in these cars. As we go down towards the second chicane now, Bidzster through from Callum, from TY, RZR and Footman there as well. A few people further back. Contact between Blakeney and Keith as we go into the braking zone, but luckily they both recover. Just the cars magnetising together. Project Cars 2's physics system not really quite up to the spec still, but we'll get there in the end. Jamo, oh, there's Tang Slapper in the wet, tries to catch it but goes onto the curb, loses time, hits the wall. Unlucky for Jamo, that's more or less his race done already, and we're only on lap 1. As we go out of the second chicane, Callum's still in the lead. Out of the third chicane, Callum's still in the lead there, but look at him pull away from that Capri. The power of that Porsche, phenomenal power. As we look at him going into this stadium section. Oh, he's understeering off. He's gone wide. You can see the front wheel stop. He's completely locked up. Oh no, and someone else going wide there as well. Who would that be? I think that might be Footman or RZR. Is it? Oh, it's RZR. RZR went wide in the Porsche, so again the Porsche not really stopping very well into the corners. As we look at Keith, there he is, Keith with his old nemesis, Blakeney behind him. As Blakeney kind of goes across the grass to try and keep in front of Neil Farm out there. So some choice corner cutting there. Oh, seat 1's off in the background in the Porsche. So seat 1 exit stage left. So seat 1 struggling with the handling of that Porsche. As we look back at the leaders, Bidzster and TY, close together. These two have been battling for years, but now myself, Bidzster, I have made this group, LPB Racing. I've always wanted to make my own group, and hopefully we will have all this exciting racing for you as it unfolds. Don't forget to find us on Facebook as well, guys. LPB Racing on Facebook. And obviously if you're watching on this channel, you've already found our LPB Racing YouTube channel, and we welcome you with open arms. It doesn't matter whether you're Lewis Hamilton or whether you're brand new to the game. Oh, I think there's been an incident there. Oh, and seat 1's into the wall as well, so we'll get some different angles on that. Here's a replay of what happened at that second chicane. RZR blade hits the grass, goes into the wall, his car gets reset there, keeps coming round, and then bang! As RZR gets going, moves to the right, and Keith has nowhere to go but into him. Here's a quick replay of what happened to Seek. He hits the brakes, locks up, goes on the grass, and then kaboom! Straight into the tyres. But after that, as we rejoin, TY and Bidzster following each other off the road. That'll help Callum out. He'll be able to close up in the Porsche. But yeah, as I was saying, if you're watching this, you've already found the YouTube channel. We are on Facebook, and yeah, it's whether you are at Lewis Hamilton level, or whether you're a veteran, or whether you are just completely new to the game, we welcome you all. All we want to do is have some clean racing, have some fun, and be nice and courteous to each other, and just enjoy racing, which is what it's all about. As Bidzster and TY come down towards the stadium section. It's a lovely track, Hockenheim, and it's even harder when it's in the wet. These turbocharged monsters, 600 horsepower in the Capri, or around 800 in the Porsche. Really hard to tame as they come through these next few corners, and I think we've got a little battle going on back here. We've got Blakeney there in 5th place, and 6th place is Neil with RZR right behind him in the Porsche as we come down towards the stadium section. Oh, RZR's gone off, locked up completely, gone off the road. Well, the camera will find him, there he is. So RZR rejoining there. So again, the Porsche proving to be quite a handful, but this is only the first race because this is a wet race, and we will do another preview race of the dry running next, so keep your eyes out for that, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be a good race to watch, and this one still is a good race to watch because TY and Bidzster are still close together in the 2 Capris out front. Callum catching with every wheel turn in that Porsche on the straight, but then it gets to the cornering section here, and this is where Callum will struggle a bit more. Yep, see there, he already went a bit wider off the track as he went into the corner, so unlucky there as we got RZR, Blade and Keith. This is where you'll see the power difference. RZR coming up towards Keith now in the Porsche. Keith moves to the left, just lets the Porsche go. No point battling on the straight. Look at the power of that thing. That must be another 20 to 30 mile an hour easily. As we go down towards the chicane now, he's got to try and get the car stopped, and it looks a bit too fast, and it is. Oh, bang, straight into the wall. Keith says, thank you very much, I will take that position. And RZR has to reset himself onto the track and gets going. That's what I was on about before, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter whether you're a rookie to the game, or you don't think you're very skilled, or you think you're quite fast. Join us and we'll make you feel at home. So all we want is some clean, fun racing, and we are all properly structured as well. So there'll be no it'll not be like public lobbies where everyone's getting hit left, right and centre. I think Neil Farmack's gone off somewhere around here. There he is, rejoining. Neil Farmack's gone off and rejoins there. Keith's coming up in the other Capri. So, yeah, Neil off the road. I thought I saw a little tank slapper as I was talking about the group there. But, yeah, Neil Farmack rejoins there in 6th place. And over the curbs, just really struggling to get the power down in these cars. The cornering capability is actually quite good. It's just trying to get the car in as much of a straight line as you can for when you put the power on, and just be very delicate, because as soon as that turbo spools up, you get all the power at once. There's no such thing as smooth application of power as RZR's at the inside of Keith into the stadium section. Will he get his car stopped this time? Hopefully he will do, and he has done. RZR Blade goes through past Keith, but this is where the Capri's strong. Hopefully RZR can get the car stopped for this section now. Oh, he runs wide, but he just gets it stopped in time. He avoids the grass this time, which is good. So RZR up to 7th place. Looks like he's getting a bit more of the hang of that Porsche now. As we look at Callum, look at the closing speed down towards the chicane. He's on the brakes early. You can see the brake lights come on from that last camera, and he's, yep, more or less perfected the braking of the Porsche now. So hopefully he might be able to close up on this last lap with the power of that thing. Look at it, power out the corner. Only a 4-speed gearbox, but the thing is you get all that 800 horsepower in each gear between the 4-speed, and you get loads of torque, and torque is the pulling power of an engine. You get loads of torque. You see how early he's on the brakes there compared to TY, who can just throw that car in there. And then Callum goes round very nicely there. You don't want to touch that curb on the inside. Oh, he didn't even touch the curb, just aquaplaned on the puddles on the inside, and round he goes. Completely round in the middle of the track, facing the wrong way. Quickly get that car turned around, Callum. There we go. And then rejoins. He should be able to keep his 3rd place because there was a good gap between him and 4th place. And here he is, Footman, with Blakeney behind him. So that looks like it could be a possible close finish, as it is. So we'll keep an eye on this as Footman goes onto the curb. Oh, tank slapper under power. Blakeney does the same thing. Everyone really struggling to tame these beasts, but when you can actually drive them properly, they are beautiful cars to drive, as they are coming down towards the 2nd chicane now. But we'll just cut away to our leader, Bidzster, myself, in the lead. I do commentate as myself in the 4th person, just to try and keep things a bit more interesting and fair. But as Bidzster comes down to the last few corners, round he goes, fighting that car, dancing that car around on the wet conditions. TY doing the same behind as well. Bidzster crosses the line to win our first preview race of LPB racing. Congratulations to Bidzster. TY in a good 2nd place. He'll be happy with that. Callum, Mr. Callum Paul Banks in 3rd place after recovering from a few of those spins Fourth place is probably going to be Blakeney. Oh, but if he keeps cutting the track like that, he won't be. But he comes round the last few corners. And fourth place is going to be his. Footman is going to be fifth. Neil is going to be sixth. RZR Blade, here he is in seventh place. Just about. Yeah, I think you can safely get that home now. Keith closing up in the background in the Capri, but he'll not be close enough to mount a proper challenge in these last couple of corners. So I think RZR Blade is going to be seventh. Keith is going to be eighth. Yes, that looks like it's going to be the case now. Jamo, after that first lap spin, unfortunately in ninth place, but hopefully better results in the next one for him. And Seek one, unfortunately, there in 10th place after a few moments here and there in a very battered looking Porsche. But there's your winner, Bidzster, the winner of our first preview race of LPB racing. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next race. Take care.